Hey guys, we made it to Fort William. In the gondola going up the hill. I know this audio is terrible in gondolas, but it's probably the one quiet place I get to do this. Forecast is not great. Now I've been told I'm in Scotland, I need to harden up, but I've also been told that the lifts may close and the tracks may be closed if it's too windy. I didn't think the tracks could be too windy that you couldn't physically ride down them, but I guess this is Scotland. Hired a enduro bike. It's a Saracen Aerial 60 Pro, brand new bike. I got told not to scratch it, which is a bit of a concern because it's hanging off the back of the gondola, and handlebars are on the side of the gondola. So anyway, what can you do? Anyway, I'm not sure how today's going to pan out, but let's just do what we can. It's a bad design, isn't it? Yeah. Terrible.
If you just check what's open with the operator at the top station before you head down.
Right.
How you doing?
There you go, lovely day for it?
I've just been informed that bikes are on hold until 11:30.
Been half an hour.
11:30.
11:30.
So, I mean, you can ride down because the tracks are open. Top sheet's closed at the moment.
Yep.
Downhill track's open. But
So I can ride back down the downhill track.
But then you can't come back up.
I can't come back up
11.
till 11:30.
It's up to yourself.
But what else could I do?
You can ride the lower trails.
What lower trails? I have to ride down there.
Yeah, so you can either take the gondola down, you can stay up here for, until 11:30, or you can ride down. And it's up to yourself, dude. So the downhill track is open.
The downhill track's open.
Just ride cautious. If it's your first.
Alright, the World Cup downhill track, Pro Line. The only track that's open. Oh, look at the rainbow though. Oh, look at that. That's got to be a good sign, surely. Let's get inside the hut, eh? It's crazy out there. Oh, it's crazy in here. Wow, look at that rainbow. It must be photo time for that. That's unbelievable. I think I'm the only one dumb enough to be doing this today. The lady at the lift thought I was crazy. Alright guys, I don't plan for these things. I don't know how I get myself into these situations, but yeah, apparently if I go down I can't come back up again. They put the lifts on hold for bikers anyway. In fact, I can hardly even hold the GoPro still in two hands to hold it still. Yeah, so this may be the most expensive run down, so I'm gonna have to start with the World Cup track. So I'm stalling now, aren't I? But I did see a rainbow, and that reminded me of someone, so it's gonna be good. All right, cheers guys. All right, must be one of the dumbest things I've ever done. Oh, the brakes don't work, they're not bedded in yet. Oh, they're really not bedded in yet, they're brand new. I tried them in the car park and he said, oh, you'll have to just bed them in. They really don't work. Oh, yep, we're all right. I think we're going to keep real close to the ground. I was kind of hoping to do some jumps. In fact, I could possibly play on the jumps in the bottom and just keep pushing up if I can't use the chairlift. Oh, the brakes really don't work. I guess you should try and use them a little bit and bed them in. Oh, for a bit of a skate already. All right, I got a funny feeling this was yeah, it was a little gap, but all right, don't get blown off the wood. Just call for lens wipes. It's probably going to need a lot of them, I think. It's raining on the way down. They do say that Fort William though is grippy in these conditions. Okay, that's a rock garden and a half, isn't it? Oh, shit. Far out. Whoa! That is intense, man. Really intense. Probably, I had the choice of a downhill or an enduro bike today. I went with the enduro bike, which may not be a bad choice if I have to end up... Oh, okay. That's definitely not a roll, that. All right, pick a line straight down the guts. Oh, this is just... Question is, are we actually having fun? I'll let you know at the bottom. Whoa. Hopefully it gets less windy as we get down. Now this stuff is supposed to be grippy in the wet. Let's hope that's true. Oh, how's the lens wipes going? It's actually raining quite flippin' heavy in the wind. I'm not sure about Jamie's harden up theory. Whoa! Oh, let's do a lens wipe, eh? Probably not helping much. This rain is terrible. It's gonna be my worst video ever. Oh. Oh, what do we got here? It is actually, that granite is actually surprisingly grippy, which is a relief. Oh, actually, coming down the hill a bit, I think we're actually getting better. The weather, it is so much for a warm-up track. I was going to do top chief first, which is a black, but it's really cool, but I think the wind over that side is so much they won't let you ride down it. Whoop. Guess there's really no point hurrying because I can't come back up again. What do we got here? Funny thing is, I put my jacket on the top and I'm actually getting too hot down here. Once you get out of that fierce wind, lens wipe. I must admit, it's one of those ones where you buy the lift ticket and the lady did everything to try and talk me out of buying it. She said, oh, you can't come back tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to be a good day, but I want to ride at Glencoe tomorrow if I can. And then the weather looks like it's really packing in, so yeah, the weather's, for some reason, my wife said it'll be less than ideal in Scotland, and she was right. Oh, I think I remember this. Oh yeah, that's fine, it's just a little drop. I guess we don't have to worry about other riders coming down the track, because that won't be happening. Okay, probably about a third of the way down the track, maybe a little bit more. It's actually quite pleasant now. Got out of the wind, it's still raining a little bit, but it's quite light, it's not blastering across in your face. It's a shame you can't sort of do the chairlift from halfway down or something, but anyway, should have hired an e-bike, eh? Now, here's an interesting fact. I've actually ridden this track before, so this is not the very first time I've come down here. It's 5 years ago, and I made a video of that. And I think I remember this bit too. And the funny bit was that when I put the video up, I got a copyright strike from Red Bull. And when I looked in it, they claimed I'd used G. Atherton's POV downhill footage. So basically my POV footage and G. Atherton's look so similar that Red Bull picked it up on their algorithm. You find that hard? I find that hard to believe, but that honestly happened. Alright, so that's taped off. Obviously they must probably do that in the race. Again, on when you watch it on TV, it looks nothing. The gap, it's a road gap, but that landing is steep as you can imagine. So if you overshoot it, you're never going to stop before that corner and hit the fence. So timing would be have to be perfect on that thing. As I say, for a landing, that's actually insanely steep, right into that corner. I'm quite glad it's taped off, to be fair. Oh, we got yeah, you probably take off there and supposed to land there, but that's in someone else. That's way too big for me. Okay, now what have we got? Looks like sort of tech lines there. I should probably... Oh, now this is the thing. This is the thing. Need to stop here a while. Need to stop here a while. Sorry, we got no hurry. There is really no hurry. What are you thinking, guys? Jump a bike? Never jump this bike. Let's see how big the gap is. Okay, so there's a river gap jump, and it's got a pad on it. It's got a safety pad, a safety landing strip, but it's a river, and everyone wants to jump a river, don't they? In fact, this jump used to be here, well, it's been here forever, I think, except it used to be considerably bigger, and there was no safety pad, and it looked sketchier, and I didn't do it. And I've pretty much thought about that forever now, and I've wanted to do it. Okay, it's smaller now, so I think I've got it. The only thing is, I'm going to do it on a bike that so far I haven't actually got off the ground yet. So, but if I go to the bottom, I might never get up here again. So, yeah. I guess the tricky thing is always running. As I say, it's right on a corner, and I think you want to go fast. It's the smallest gap, but you want to go fast. The question is exactly how to take that corner, or do you come through the trees and try, and some people have obviously done that. Oh shit. Okay, I lost the back end in the corner. Okay, maybe that isn't the... Okay, maybe I was just freaking out a bit, but yeah, you can see my skid mark. Alright, yeah, jumps around corners are always a bit of a... It's the speed around the corner that counts. Oh, that's alright, for babies. That felt absolutely awesome, really loved that. I've taken my jacket off. I'm actually sweating. This is sweat, not rain. I'm actually too hot. I might do that a couple more times, or well, at least one more time anyway, because yeah, I'm having fun. The sun's out. What's not to love? Alrighty, run number 2. Alright, really happy with that. I reckon that rainbow at the start was old Steve-O telling us it was going to be okay and just go out and have some fun. So anyway, let's just keep doing that, eh? Now I do like a good wall ride, but this one, yeah, I think you just have to get so much speed to get up on it. Alright, okay, I guess we're not doing that jump. Let's have a look at it though, shall we? Let's have a look. Alright, so we've got a jump. It's taped off, damn, gutted about that. That's a long way with almost no elevation. The landing's marginally lower than the takeoff, so whoo, yeah, yeah. And of course, if you went around, you'd lose so much time. Lucky I'm not racing. So you guys must have seen a few World Cup tracks now at ridiculously slow speeds, but that's how I roll. Oh, yep. That'd actually be quite horrible at speed. Big trench down the middle. Whoa, shit. That's actually quite a hole. Okay, now we need to have a think about our lives. The question is, it's a big table and then a gap. Let's just roll up and see how takeoff feels. Oh, that's steep. Yeah, the old, whoa, they're quite steep lips, eh? She should have taken the beeline because there's a few small jumps on there. Maybe I should have done that. Yeah, I must admit, in my head I was thinking, I could, oh, that one's probably, it's a hip though. Yeah, they're probably, again, they look smaller than you think, but they're bigger than you think. Now the disappointing bit a little bit is one of my favourite things about riding these World Cup tracks is coming down the finish chute with Rob Warner yelling, "Look at the time!" But they've made you bypass it, which is a little sad. A little completely bypass it. I can't even, like, yeah. Yeah, there's the finish. Just pretend I came down there and Rob Warner was screaming at me, "Why is he going so slow?" Okay, so despite me saying that it's kind of actually warm and I've taken my jacket off, the lifts are still closed to bikes. And it's funny, they'll take passengers, but they won't take bikes. It's too windy to ride. I don't really fully understand that. I'm not doing slopestyle. But anyway, now I'm the new Fit Lance. I don't have an e-bike, but I'm gonna pedal up and see if I can find some trails. That's right, I'm gonna pedal up a road. Whoa, maybe I've changed my mind already. That looks steep. Yep. Okay, I'll get back to you on that one. Okay, what I really meant was I was gonna walk up to some tracks. Do you guys ever get bad thoughts? No, me neither. But saying that, I was cycling up the hill there for quite some time, and an e-biker came past me, and very cheerful bloke said hello, "Hi, how you doing?" and rode on past. And I had this overwhelming desire to grab a rock and beat him to death and take his bike. Is that a bad thought? I didn't do it, of course, but I must admit, if I'd have known how today was going to pan out, I would have hired an e-bike, because I'm never one of those people who believe that you know, if you earn your descent, the descent is better. It's not my theory anyway. But I think we're going to do a track now called World Champs, not the World Cup track we've just done, called World Champs. It's a red. But anyway, we've made it up here. Let's enjoy. Okay, World Champs, red, difficult, 3.5 Ks, elevation 600 meters. I don't know if it means that I climb 600 meters. Anyway, we've got to move because the midgies are starting to get me bad. All right, let's get going. I think the wind's kept them way up till now. Alright, so far this downhill track sucks big time. Although, have I mentioned the flowers? Look, we got flowers, guys. Beautiful bed of heather. Very pretty. Can't stop, the midgies are chasing me. Yes, I'm still pushing up. I'm going to complain to the tourism board over this. World Champs is actually a black bit, and you know me, I like a bit of black, so we're going to keep walking up. Alright, quick scenery check. If you look way down there, you can see where the gondola starts. It's taken me about an hour to get here, but yeah, it's actually, the sky's clearing a bit. It's funny because it's actually not really windy down here, but at the top it's very different. Alrighty, we're officially into it. Oh, this looks pretty cool. So what have I thought of the Saracen Aerial 60? A Saracen, must admit, I've never ridden a Saracen before. Certainly heard of them, mainly as World Cup downhill bikes, but obviously this is an enduro bike. In terms of, is it better than an e-bike uphill? No, it sucks. But saying that, I don't think it climbs any worse than any other enduro bike. But otherwise, I really quite like it actually. It's quite nippy and playful, and it's like once I bedded the brakes in, which on the World Cup track didn't take very long, kind of hoppy, you can pop over things. Oh, and you think, yeah, see, that would have been fun. What about this one? Yeah, you see, those are good fun things to do, aren't they? Oh, there's Loch Ness. Now, I have been told by the Scots that you just go flat out right through the middle of the puddle and don't worry about getting your shoes wet, but I've got to stay in a motel room with very little space, and I don't want to have to, I can't really dry my shoes out anywhere, so if I can keep them dry, that would be my preference. Other than that, I'm a bit soft. It's funny, grading, everyone disagrees with the grading, especially when I tell them what grade it is. But so far I disagree that this is a red actually, and maybe it's a red, I suppose. It's funny enough, I think Top Chief used to be a red, but they changed that to a black, quite rightly so, I think. But yeah, this is actually fairly chill. In fact, that top section that I went up to do the black, I really don't even know why that was a black at all. In fact, if you were coming up, I wouldn't bother. It's funny, what did I call this track? This was called the World Champs, was it? Not World Cup, World Champs. I assumed it was going to be like some sort of downhill track that maybe, you know, was obviously not World Cup level, but, you know, maybe they used for nationals and things, but that's very mellow. It's quite a pleasant ride in here though. Love all the moss and the ferns. As you say, I wonder whether they had a cross-country race here and it was used in the World Champs or somewhere. They have World Champs cross-country in Fort William. I don't think it could ever have been used as a downhill track. So, or maybe it's just a name, you know. It's like the American World Series, you know. Not actually a World Series, it's just the sponsor. If you watch the video of the Tweed Valley Road with Jamie from Street Pigeon, and we were absolutely hauling it all day, but as soon as I get on my own, especially when I've not got the e-bike, I just realise I'm going so slow, just crawling along. It's like there's no motivation to try and keep up with anybody or outgun somebody, or oh, this is a bit more interesting. It's a bit cooler. Oh, this is even cooler as well. Look at this. Looks like it could be go over the rocks. Oh, which is, oh, it's probably a cool line, which I didn't take. I keep saying that would be a cool line, and then riding around it, and then what's to stop me going and doing it? It was actually quite tight. It was a little bit nervous, they're slippery, but the rocks actually seem very grippy here. Oh, now this looks like e-bike territory if ever I saw one. Oh, drop some gears. Oh, who needs an e-bike when you're an athlete like me? Oh, all right, found a little off-piste line, although I think it is on Trail Forks. There's something black line somewhere. I don't know. Not sure we'd call it a black, but anyway, nice little shortcut. right, well it looks like we're going to call it. Beautiful sunny clear day down the bottom, nice, well it's a little bit breezy, but apparently gale force winds up the top. The lift is not going to open again today, and so yeah, that's it. So £85 for the bike, I think about £35 for the chairlift, and I did one run. So a bit disappointing, to be fair. Did a little bit of enduro riding around, but that wasn't really what I came here for. So I hardened up. I hardened up. I said I'd come out in the wind and the rain, I would ride, but it turns out I'm too hard for Scotland. So yeah, anyway, hope you enjoyed the video. Hopefully the next one will be sunny. Don't forget to subscribe, thumbs up, like, leave your comment, and we'll see you on the next one.